What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it once again with another boxing video. What's going on with y'all, man? Big fight, I told y'all, man. January 28th over there, I believe, in the O2 Arena, London, England. I know that for sure. London, England. Anthony Yarde is getting a hometown fight for 3 straps. Artur Beterbiev, the Russian, 18-0, 18 KOs, coming to England to face Anthony Yarde, 23-0. Sorry, excuse me, 23-2 with 22 KOs, right? Yes, indeed. This is a fight I'm looking forward to, man. I've been waiting for this fight since last year, January, since last year, 2022. It's the biggest fight, in my opinion, for the new year, for this new year. You know what I mean? A lot of people were highly anticipating that fight between Tank Davis versus, what's his name? The Garcia kid, the Dominican kid. But I didn't like how the end results was, man. I thought Garcia quit. And that's just the truth about it. Now, Anthony Yarde trying to go to the that's that's the right attitude for him to have, you know what I mean? That's the Beterbiev. Good fight. I've always liked Beterbiev, you know what I mean, man? Got a big, extensive amateur pedigree, you know what I mean? Came from the Russian boxing school. He has a long amateur pedigree. Unlike Anthony Yarde, who's only, I believe, fought 6 times in the amateurs, right? Yes, indeed. Now, man like Anthony Yarde is in a prime position to dethrone Beterbiev, who's been a champion for some years now, you know what I mean? You check it. And Anthony Yarde has, to me, kid has power, and he knows that. He believes in his power, and that's all we need to know. If he believes in his power, then it's up to him to show the world that he can do what he can against the man Beterbiev. Beterbiev, to me, is kind of chinny. I don't care what nobody say. And I like Beterbiev. I'm a big fan of Beterbiev. Big fan of Anthony Yarde. I was making videos about Anthony Yarde saying Slim is next up and from England when he was like 6-0, 5-0. Now, Anthony Yarde said going into the Kovalev fight, he listened to a lot of the critics, the naysayers, and the doubters who said, dogs, you got to go to decision to beat the man, what's his name? To beat the man Sergey Kovalev. And you know, he said he had a lot of in his mind. The fight didn't go how he wanted it, and he says he knows why. And same with the Lyndon Arthur, what's his name? Lyndon Arthur. He has 2 losses on his resume. The Lyndon Arthur fight. You know I'm saying the first fight, which was a close fight, could have gone either way, but he didn't get the majority decision that day. And he got his second loss, and it was looking bad for the man, Anthony Yarde. But like I said, Yarde believes in his power, and by any means necessary, he's trying to win this fight on home ground. The beast from the east, from East London, win that fight in his home city in London, you know what I mean? And he's trying to win it by KO. And I believe that's the only way to go. I gave y'all the example of a long reigning champion at light heavyweight. That's it, what's his name? What's his name? Adonis Stevenson. Adonis Stevenson versus what's that Ukrainian guy? Damn, Adonis Stevenson's last fight. Now that pace they fought at that fight, for an older guy, and I believe Stevenson was probably 39 at that fight, maybe pushing 40. The pace they were going. And he did get dropped and they didn't count it. And then Adonis Stevenson dropped. Shit, I'm forgetting that Russian's name, man, and he retired. He retired after being in a great fight with the man Beterbiev, but I believe Beterbiev stopped him in the 10th round in a very close competitive fight, and he retired. Bronze medalist from 2012 Olympics. His name's slipping my mind, but you know how I do. I'm going to remember it sooner than later, if not on the video, in the comment section. Now, that pace Adonis Stevenson and them fought was too much. It was too quick, too fast. Exactly. Oh yeah, yeah, yes, you are. Hmm. The pace they fought was too quick, too fast, and Adonis Stevenson, at an older guy, was exerting a whole lot of energy. You know what I mean? When he fought that Ukrainian, and I believe that that's the same kind of style the man better. I'm sorry, Anthony Yard got to put pressure and come forward and put all that boxing stuff out the window. Now, of course, you got to box, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about trying to box to win a decision. Don't do it, Mo. This is an older guy. You got him on a platter, and he's ready to go. You know what I mean? You check it. Now, Beterbiev is a guy, of course, has more experience, has fought better fighters on his resume. You know what I mean? But he's also a chinny guy. You know, he's been dropped by some nobody. I believe that dude from DC. This was way back on PBC when back before, way before Beterbiev was even a title contender. And he also got dropped as when he was a champion by the man Callum Johnson. I mean, Callum Johnson from England. He eventually stopped him. Beterbiev stopped him in the fifth round. But what I'm trying to tell you is Anthony Yard knows what he has to do because he says he knows why he lost against Sergey Kovalev and, of course, to Arthur Lyndon Arthur. He even goes back to his second amateur fight, you know what I mean? Where he talks about, he beat the guy up, bloodied up his face and all that in his second amateur fight and still got the raw deal and lost his amateur fight in his second amateur fight. And he's in the mindset of, look, he wasn't trying to become a great amateur boxer. He's trying to become a great professional boxer. And you know what happens with professional boxing, knockout sell. And that's what the man Anthony Yard is in the business of doing. And so does Beterbiev. 18-0, 18 KOs. Ain't nobody gone the distance with the man Beterbiev. Now, Beterbiev is risking it all, going to England. I'm sure it's a fat payday over there, bigger payday than he's probably gotten in the United States. But what's his name? Bob Arum has vested interest in this particular fight because he works with the man Frank Warren, Queensberry Promotions. You check it. If Beterbiev loses, oh well. He's going to be running the show with the man Frank Warren with Queensberry Promotions on some Don King shit. He going to have Anthony Yard under his wing. They're going to probably bring him to USA, have some fights here. And they're probably going to try, I don't know, if they're going to do business with Eddie Hearn to make the Bivol Undisputed fight. That's yet to be seen, and I'm not even going to go there. We just going to focus on Yard versus Beterbiev. I mean, and it's going to be a damn good fight. And if Anthony Yard promises to go for the KO and apply pressure, be on the front foot, and not just be on so much lateral movement and dancing around and trying to pity pat, then he has all the opportunity in the world to become a three-belt champion just like that in one night. Bang, just like that. Time will tell. He knows what he has to do. After Beterbiev is a guy who don't care much for anything about anybody. Vosdick, there you go, neutral natural, my man. Salute to you, my G. Big up yourself, man. Salute. B March Boxing says main boxing biker. What going on, big man? Good to hear from you, man. What's up with you? Neutral Natural says in 2014, he says, I don't see this fight going past 5. How you see this fight going, Neutral Natural, as far as not going past 5? Who you got in favor of winning the fight? We would like to know. You see, it was Alexander Vosdick. Yeah. Them fellas put Adonis Stevenson in a coma. Like I said, that was a damn good fight. I mean, going back and forth. Adonis Stevenson got dropped. The referee didn't count it. He got a little hometown cooking there in Canada. Adonis Stevenson dropped this dude, Vosdick. They didn't count it. And the rest is history. I believe it was in round 10 or 11. Now, of course, we don't want to see nobody get put in a coma, man. Nah, never that. I'm just talking about the younger guy. Dude got the age advantage. Yard. And it's only right that he applies pressure on the older guy, and he's going to have the home crowd behind him. Might even have the judges and the referee on his side. This is a risky fight for the man Beterbiev. He's risking it all when he's one fight away from an undisputed fight with his fellow Russian mate, Dmitry Bivol, which is a fight I'd love to see as well. But like I said, we just going to deal with the man Beterbiev. and Yarde. And time will tell, man. Can't wait for this fight. Neutral Natural says, I think Beterbiev KOs him with the counter overhand right. Ooh, we got Beterbiev stopping him in 5. I'm probably going to do a prediction for this fight. Long time I ain't done a prediction, you know what I mean? I'm definitely going to do a prediction for this fight. It's only right. It's a damn good fight, y'all. Looking forward to it. And we shall see, man. You know, Anthony Yarde, fast, man, going the decision is not his style. That's not what he does. Hence his and percentage. You know what I mean? 23 wins, 2 losses, 22 KOs. Only man who went the distance with him was the man Artur. And of course, he lost that fight on a close fight that could have gone either way versus Kovalev. He almost knocked him out in the 8th round. You know what I mean? But you know, this is what happens with these guys who are jacked up muscle guys looking like they bodybuilders. You know what I mean? When they exert a lot of energy like the man did in round 8, almost getting Kovalev up out of there. You gotta give it up to Kovalev for holding his ground and not even hitting the canvas in that round. These guys who got a lot of muscle mass, like Anthony Joshua, Anthony Yarde, and them, it's tough for them to go the distance and keep their arms up, you know what I mean, for that long, especially when they're going to war with the guy. So, yo, B-Marsh Boxing, big ups to everybody. Neutral Natural says I was mad when he lost to Kovalev. Man, me too. Because he lost every round in that fight except round 8. And that's just the truth about it. He lost every round in that fight except round 8, and he got dropped with a jab. You could tell Slim was tired, dead tired, had no legs, couldn't hold his arms up, and there was a wrap for him. So, yo, B-Marsh Boxing, big ups to everybody. I'm about to go snorkeling, scuba diving and shit, man. Me and the man on vacation, so let me take advantage of this nice weather. The beach all the way down there, not that far. It's about a 3-minute walk. Over here in some villas, you know what I mean? But salute to everybody. Neutral Natural, my man, main boxing biker, big up on himself. And I'll talk to you guys sooner than later. Go on.